All right, class is in session. Another chapter of atomic attraction. This is about catch me up. Third chapter of the day. Said I would do one a day, so had to double up today. Almost through the book. So, chapter 38 of Atomic Attraction. Give her what she needs. Yes, always give the woman what she needs. What I like and what I needs are two different things. Correct. J.D. Jordan. What I like and what I need are two different things. Correct. Um, let's see, and that's by J.D. Jordan. A woman asks for commitment, love, and devotion. A man thinks if he gives her these things, he will make her happy. He takes the woman's words at face value, only to discover later that when he gives the woman what she asked for, she pulls away from him and starts to lose interest. Yes, a lot of times she's testing you. A lot of times she's testing you. There's a case study 27. This guy's wife of 10 years says she wanted more love, and she's like, I don't know what you do. You always go fishing with your friends, and she's like, I get worried when you do that. You could be doing anything. He's like, honey, all I do is fish. I've been with you for 10 years. I love you, blah, blah, blah. And he says, hey, look, I tell you what. You can come with me the next weekend and we'll do whatever. And she thinks it's going fishing. But he actually cancels the fishing trip. And she gets all mad. He cancels the fishing trip. And she gave in to what she really wanted him to do. What she really wanted him to do is say, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. And continue to go fishing. And this has happened to me before. I brought it up in another chapter, but I was asked to quit playing soccer one night. And it's one of my favorite nights, and I did. And the same thing happened. The woman lost attraction. Women, and that's one of my mistakes I made in my earlier years. I've made my own mistakes. And that's why I like to, teach men now that I'm wiser, Man, women hate when you give in to what they want. If you're a moral man, if you're a man that has integrity, if you're a man that has character, if you're a man that has empathy, if you're a man that can, spot, happiness and sadness in other people, and you genuinely are a good person, and that's most men, it's like 98% of men, but the 2%, that's a lot of people in the world, but 98% of men are cool dudes. You're probably doing the right thing, so you don't need a woman bitching at you, to tell you what she needs. You're probably already doing the right thing, A woman might tell you she needs more love and attention. She might even tell you she wants a man who is honest and faithful. Women love anxiety, by the way. Women love insecurity. Women love uncertainty. It gets their emotions going. If you're too, knowable, and I say this, and I've talked to a couple guys recently that want to move their girlfriends in, and I tell you guys, do not do this. It's one of the worst things you can do, and just recently, it is proven that that is one of the worst things you can do. I saw this guy's relationship just crater on him. Do not move a woman in with you. I'd say never. I don't think it's a good option. Even if you get married, live apart. I'm sorry. Once she knows what you're doing, she loses that uncertainty. She loses that anxiety, and she's bored. And the worst thing you can hear from a woman is, I'm bored. They know exactly what you're doing. All right? And it happened to me in one of my relationships. I dated a girl for 10 years, and for 9 of those years, we lived apart. And it was a great relationship, tons of banging, tons of sex. And I moved in the last year, and it ruined us. I'm telling you guys. Now that just might be my own experience, but I'm telling you, I've seen it in other men too. So do not move in with a girl. At other times, she may tell you all she wants is to feel safe and secure. It is important in all these situations to focus on not what a woman says she wants, but to instead focus on what she needs. Will giving a woman more attention make her feel more attracted to you? Will giving a woman a sense of safety and security make you more attractive as a man? Does going out of your way to be true, honest, and faithful make a woman want you more? The answer to all of these questions is a resounding no. So, remember that. The surest way to lose a woman is to give her everything she wants. That is, I mean, it's sad, but this, it just is the way it is. You can't bitch about it. Women aren't going to change. Men aren't going to change. So, whatever. There are a few occasions in life that giving a woman what she wants will make her feel heightened levels of attraction for you. When you give a woman what she has asked for, she is more likely to resent you for giving into her demands. The woman you give a the moment you give a woman what she wants is the moment she starts to lose attraction and respect for you. You will often hear jilted men scream in frustration, "What about me? I gave you everything you asked for, and I loved you with all my heart. No other guy will love you like I did." The same way I did. There we go. So guys, those are the jilted guys. What these men don't realize is these women were not looking for men to give them what they want. They were looking for the men to give them what they needed. Given the choice of the two, women will always choose to be with a man that gives her what she needs. When you are with a woman, you must pay careful attention to her behavior. Remember, actions speak louder than words. That means behavior. Behavior is a language. If a woman tells you that if a woman tells you that she changed her mind about the relationship and just wants to be friends, it is tempting to take her words at face value and believe what she says. When a woman says, "I'm not looking for a relationship, I just want to hang out." Yes. Watch her actions, watch her behaviors. Women do not want to just be friends. They need sex and intimacy, just like everyone else. It is your job to give a woman what she wants and just what she needs. Okay? This is easier to do when you ask yourself, what is the strongest course of action I can take? A woman might tell you that she will cut you off and might punish you for not listening to her or not listening to her demands. But you must when you exhibit strength, she always comes back. Correct. You must understand this one vital truth. When you exhibit strength, she always comes back. Okay, that is true. Now, I will say with a caveat, I always bring in caveats in the book. A woman will come back if she still likes you, okay? If you don't give her what she wants and you play hardball and you say go jump in a lake or whatever, she may just go jump in that lake and find another dude there, okay? But if you're showing strength, she has to still want you, okay? That's always that key factor, okay? Few men can stand strong in the face of a woman's demands. You must be the exception. Correct. Yes, few men can stay strong in the face of a woman's demands. You must be that exception, But it is important. Let me caveat it again. You must, it's not don't listen to a woman, whatever she says. Listen to what she says, but you should also have already been looking at her behaviors, her actions, and then if those coincide with maybe what she's asking for, and she's been a good girl and been a great girlfriend and and her demands aren't too, ridiculous or whatever, you can bend a little. It all comes down to what you think you want. If you want it and you think you can deal with it, if you go, "Nah, I don't want that," then don't do it. A man always does what a man wants to do. And then she'll come along for the ride. If she thinks that she needs to put her demands before yours, then you're out, But you all should always be doing what you want to do, and then she should love you enough and be with you enough to want what you want, right? If you're a good man, and that always goes back to you being a good man, a good moral man of character, that has a good moral compass, that has integrity, that has strength, that shows masculinity. If you're that guy, then she's going to have no problem with you. And her demands, again, yes, you can listen to them. It's never just, yeah, whatever, bitch. No, listen to them. But if they're appropriate, if they're something easy that you could fix or whatever, listen to them, but then understand your say is going to be the final say. And she's asking you to quit fishing on every weekend. No, I could make, hey, I'll cut it down one weekend a year or whatever. Something small, right? But you're going to be a man. You're going to go out there and live your mission. You're for freedom. You're for living your mission. You're for being goal oriented, goal directed, ambitious. And if a woman really likes you, and if a woman really loves you, she'll get into where she fits in. I always say that. But all right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. That is chapter 38.